how to configure the safety function SS1 for the safety module VW3A3802. Hello! Today we will show you how to set the safety function Safe Stop 1 for the safety module VW3A3802. The Safe Stop 1 function can be activated via the safe inputs of the safety module. It can be triggered via other safety functions as a fallback mode, depending on your configuration. SS1 can be used as an emergency stop category 1, by assigning a safe input of the safety module to this function. This way, an emergency stop can be requested via a button. The safety function SS1 can be used with asynchronous motor in open and closed loop control. For permanent magnet synchronous motor, only closed loop control can be used. To configure the safety function SS1, you must previously configure the motor and encoder parameters for both drive configuration and safety module configuration. Then, in our example, the safety function SS1 is assigned to the dual-channel safe input SI1 of the safety module via the parameter SS1 input assignment SC27. Once done, you can configure the safety function SS1 via the related SS1 tab. First, you must select via the parameter SS1 drive control SC36 the source of the reference frequency used to command the deceleration of the motor frequency. In external mode, the active channel of the drive remains the source controlling the deceleration. It can be used if the drive is controlled by a PLC and you want to keep the PLC acting as the master of your application, even during an emergency stop. In automatic mode, the deceleration is done automatically at SS1 activation by the safety module. To configure the deceleration, set the parameter SS1 commanded deceleration SC30. As you see, the unit is Hertz per second. Once the drive control mode is selected, configure the SS1 delay before monitoring SC34. In external mode, it allows you to consider the reaction time of the device controlling the SS1 deceleration by delaying the start of the monitoring deceleration ramp. In automatic mode, this delay is mainly not used. The monitoring deceleration ramp starts at the same time as the deceleration of the motor frequency. If SS1 delay before monitoring SC34 equals 0 seconds, the SS1 offset SC32 parameter corresponds to the offset added to the motor frequency at SS1 activation to start the monitoring deceleration. Otherwise, if SS1 delay before monitoring SC34 is different from 0 seconds, the SS1 offset SC32 parameter corresponds to the offset added to the maximum motor frequency reached during the SS1 delay before monitoring SC34 to start the monitoring deceleration. This setting allows the consideration of the profile of the frequency during the reaction time of the device controlling the SS1 deceleration. The SS1 monitored deceleration SC31 parameter allows you to configure the profile of the monitoring deceleration ramp. In external mode, this parameter must be consistent with the profile sent by the device controlling the emergency stop. In automatic mode, the monitoring deceleration ramp is usually equal to the SS1 commanded deceleration SC30. During SS1, once the motor frequency reaches the SS1 standstill level SC33, the Safe Torque Off (STO) function is activated. Usually, this parameter is set to the motor slip for asynchronous motor in open loop. Nevertheless, the minimum observable frequency must be considered. Refer to the Safety Functions Manual. To help prevent unexpected recurrent ramp violation during SS1, activating the feature linked to SS1 restricted ramp violation SC35 parameter limits the number of resettable ramp violations to 5. Once 5 ramp violations have occurred during an SS1, it is not possible to restart using the function fault reset. In this example, SS1 is used in automatic mode with an asynchronous motor in open loop. The configuration of SS1 is shown on the screen. During the motor run, we request an emergency stop. The motor frequency is decelerating. Once the standstill level is reached, STO is triggered. To restart the application, you must follow the following steps. 1. Remove the request of emergency stop. 2. Send the start signal or wait 100 milliseconds depending on the start signal configuration. 3. The drive is ready to run. A new run order can be sent. For more information on the safety functions with VW3A3802, refer to the video and the safety functions manuals in the description. Need help with SoMove? Press F1 on any given item to open the contextual help or the product programming manual. Thank you for watching. For more information, please visit our website.